Hey guys, it's Samantha. From a man with retractable claws to a guy whose hands are shears, these are the most handsome actors who are 50 and older.
Number 15, Hugh Jackman. This famous actor was born in Sydney, Australia in October 1968.
He began doing theatre in Melbourne after he took a role in the Australian television drama series Corelli on ABC.
Jackman played in a local Beauty and the Beast production, and he also portrayed Joe Gillis in Sunset Boulevard. Then, in 1998, he got the role of Curly in Oklahoma at the Royal National Theatre. Jackman received an Olivier Award nomination for his performance, which gained him recognition outside of Australia. Perhaps Jackman's most iconic role was Wolverine in the X-Men series. You probably did know that this part almost went to Russell Crowe before the Gladiator actor suggested him instead since they'd been friends. Number 14, Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. was born in 1965 and started acting when he was just 5 years old. However, he didn't get much attention until his first lead role in The Pickup Artist, alongside Molly Ringwald. Something interesting that you probably didn't know is that around this time, Downey Jr. was rooming with Kiefer Sutherland at an apartment in Hollywood and dating Sarah Jessica Parker. After he gained recognition and became one of the Brat Pack members, Robert went into a downward spiral due to his substance addiction. It wasn't until he got sober and starred in Elton John's music video for I Want Love in 2001 that he made his return to the acting world. Downey Jr.'s most famous part is the title role in the Iron Man film series. It was after his portrayal and his work in Tropic Thunder as Kurt Lazarus that Downey Jr. truly became a household name. The star went on to play Iron Man in the Avengers and Spider-Man movies as well. Plus, he's well known for portraying Sherlock Holmes in the features with the same name. Number 13, Rob Lowe. Lowe was also a member of the Brat Pack, and he starred in St. Elmo's Fire alongside Demi and Emilio Estevez, which made him one of the most prominent members of the group. Lowe went on to play Nick Andros in the television miniseries The Stand in 1994. In 2004, he appeared in another Stephen King's book-to-screen shows, Salem's Lot, in which he portrayed Ben Mears. 6 years later, it was announced that Lowe would take the part of Chris Traeger in Parks and Recreation, which ran from 2010 to 2015. He is also known for movies like How to Be a Latin Lover and Super Troopers 2, in which he played Guy LeFranc. Rob Lowe is known for his acting prowess, but he has also gained a lot of attention for his looks.
He never seems to age. Part of his secret is that he dyes his hair. He said he's been covering up his grays for about 30 years.
Number 12, Brad Pitt. Just about everyone out there has heard of this handsome actor. Brad Pitt has been a household name since his role in 1994's Interview with the Vampire, a film based on Anne Rice's famous novel. Although his portrayal wasn't exactly well received, the movie did fairly well at the box office, making nearly $36.5 million its first weekend. He gained more attention playing Tristan Ludlow in Legends of the Fall that same year. Pitt is also known for playing Achilles in Troy, and he apparently tore his Achilles tendon during filming. Coincidence? We may never know. Some of his other well-known films are Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the beginning of his relationship with Angelina Jolie, Moneyball, and 12 Years a Slave, for which he won a shared Oscar for Best Picture. Number 11, John Stamos. You probably wouldn't have guessed that this good-looking guy is 55 years old. He began his acting career on General Hospital as Blackie Parrish in 1982. Stamos became more well-known when he got the role of Jesse on Full House, which ran from 1987 to 1995. He also joined the regular cast during the 13th season of ER in 2006, and remained on the show until 2009. Stamos has also garnered attention for the shows Thieves, Grandfathered, and Fuller House.
Something you probably didn't know about this handsome actor is that he dated Paula Abdul in the late 1980s.
He told Ellen DeGeneres, "It's so funny because I sort of forgot about our romance. She was so adorable, and she was America's sweetheart. I had just started Full House, and she was the biggest star in the world. People were literally knocking me down to get to her. We had the time of our lives." Number 10, Johnny Depp. Depp's first movie role was Glenn Lance in 1984's A Nightmare on Elm Street when he was 21 years old, but it was in the television series 21 Jump Street that he became a teen idol. However, Depp never truly enjoyed the part. In 1990, he played the leading role in Edward Scissorhands, which truly began his interesting career in film and his relationship with Tim Burton. Perhaps Johnny Depp is most well recognized for his portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean film series. But he's also known for playing the title part of Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street, and Barnabas Collins in Dark Shadows. Depp's most recent film is Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, in which he plays Grindelwald. But not only is this actor talented and handsome, he's also an avid grape grower and winemaker. Plus, he loves drinking the stuff. He told Rolling Stone in June 2018, "It's insulting to say that I spent $30,000 on wine, because it was far more." Number 9, Ralph Fiennes. Somebody else who's retained their good looks throughout the years is Ralph Fiennes.
He began his acting career doing plays at the Park Open Air Theatre at the National Theatre in London.
Fiennes started gaining recognition with the Royal Shakespeare Company. In 1995, he won a Tony Award for his portrayal of Hamlet. This actor's movie debut was as Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights in 1992. Fiennes garnered international fame by his role of Amon Goth in Schindler's List. Perhaps what many of us nowadays know him for is the Harry Potter series. Starting from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, you might not be able to tell just by looking at him, but he played Voldemort. Number 8. George Clooney. There's pretty much nobody out there who hasn't heard of this stud. George Clooney scored his first major role in 1984 when he was 23 years old on the sitcom ER. But it wasn't until his part in the popular television drama ER that he became famous. He left the show in 1999 and went on to star in The Perfect Storm, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, and Ocean's 11, which was Clooney's most successful lead role and earned $451 million internationally. In 2005, he won an Oscar for his performance in Syriana and won another in 2012 for Argo. There's no denying Clooney's talent, but there was one role he regrets. Batman from the 1997 film Batman and Robin. He noted later on, "Let me just say that I actually thought I destroyed the franchise until somebody else brought it back years later and changed it. I thought at the time that it was going to be a very good career move." Number 7. Kevin Bacon. When Bacon was 16, he received a full scholarship to the Bucknell University, Pennsylvania Governor's School for the Arts, which ingrained his love for the performing arts. He left home at just 17 years old to pursue acting and theater in the Big Apple. However, he had to take on odd jobs when his first film, National Lampoon's Animal House, didn't lead to widespread recognition. Bacon's most iconic role came in 1984 when he was 26 years old in the musical Footloose. In 1990, he starred in Tremors as Valentine McGee and Flatliners as David. In the 2010s, he has been in X-Men First Class, The Darkness, and Patriots Day.
Something you probably didn't know about this handsome older gentleman is that his daughter Sosie is also an actress.
She's most recognized for playing Skye in the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. Number 6. Kevin Costner. You might not have guessed that Kevin Costner is 63 years old. He has been in numerous movies throughout his career, from Waterworld to Dances with Wolves, and he has taken home 2 Oscars. Despite Waterworld's somewhat commercial failure and general bad reviews, it was actually nominated for an Academy Award. But it definitely isn't Costner's best work. He is also well known for 1992's The Bodyguard and 1990's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. More recently, Costner portrayed Ethan Renner in 3 Days to Kill, Al Harrison in Hidden Figures, and he plays John Dutton on the television series Yellowstone. An interesting fact about this talented actor is that in February 2007, he was named the NASCAR Cup Series Ceremonial Grand Marshal for the Auto Club 500. Oh yeah, and he's the lead singer of his country group, Kevin Costner and Modern West.
By the way, please hit the subscribe button, it really helps us out. Okay, now back to the video.
Number 5. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington was born in New York in 1954. He earned his drama and journalism BA in 1977 from Fordham University. He then took courses at the same university to study acting before moving to San Francisco to attend the American Conservatory Theater as a graduate student. One of Washington's most well-recognized roles was the title character in Malcolm X in 1992. 8 years later, after continuing a successful acting career, he played Coach Herman Boone in Remember the Titans, which made over $100 million in the United States. Denzel is also a 2-time Oscar winner for 2001's Training Day and 1989's Glory. More recently, this actor starred in the award-winning film Fences and Roman J. Israel, Esquire, as the title character, which he noted was his favorite to date during an interview with IMDb. Number 4. Pierce Brosnan. By taking a glance at this actor, you probably wouldn't guess that he's 65 years old. He was born in Ireland in 1953 and didn't start acting until 1975 when he debuted in the York Theatre Royal production of Wait Until Dark. While he was on the set of For Your Eyes Only with his first wife, Cassandra Harris, the James Bond producer Albert R. Broccoli spotted Brosnan and immediately wanted him for the iconic role. He started in GoldenEye in 1995, which made $350 million internationally. He went on to play Bond in Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. Brosnan is also known for portraying Sam in Mamma Mia and Eli McCullough in the Sun television series, which is still running. Number 3. Richard Gere. Richard Gere was born in 1949, making him 69 years old. He began acting at the Provincetown Playhouse and Seattle Repertory Theatre in 1969. In 1973, he played in the original London stage adaptation of Grease. Gere started taking roles in Hollywood movies in the mid-1970s, in The Lords of Flatbush, Looking for Mr. Goodbar, and Days of Heaven. Then, when he did Internal Affairs and Pretty Woman in 1990, he reassured fans and critics of his talent. In 1999, Gere was People's Sexiest Man Alive. He performed in Unfaithful, Shall We Dance, and The Hunting Party. His more recent work includes Norman, The Dinner, and Three Christs.
As of late, Gere has gained a lot of attention for his relationship with Alejandra Silva, a Spanish activist.
They announced they're expecting their first child in August 2018. Number 2. Harrison Ford. This earring-wearing actor definitely doesn't look his age. He was born in Chicago in 1942, and his big break came in 1977 when he was cast as Han Solo in Star Wars. We all know that the series is one of the most successful and popular of all time, and Ford went on to portray Solo in 4 more of the films. But Ford is also widely recognized for the title roles in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And there's apparently another film on its way in the Adventurous franchise. Besides these 2 iconic parts, this actor is also known for movies like Witness, Air Force One, and The Fugitive. Number 1. Sean Connery.
Our number 1 spot goes to Sean Connery, who is still turning heads at the age of 88.
This actor is another James Bond superstar that portrayed the Secret Service agent in 7 films, including Dr. No, Goldfinger, and Diamonds Are Forever. He's also famous for The Rock and The Untouchables, which won him an Oscar. Something you probably didn't know about Connery is that he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in July 2000.
Today's feature comment comes from Nifa on our Things About Americans Do That Confuse the Rest of the World video. Thanks for your comment, Nifa. Don't forget to leave your comments below and we might feature you in a future video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.